Welcome back to Factorio launch per second. As we left you last time, we were suffering a bit of a power crisis, which is kind of not really unexpected. Really, I mean, if we have a quick look at the map, we've just put down, basically all of these extra rocket silos. At the moment, none of them have our expected well, they don't have God modules, and God modules gives you your maximum effectivity or energy reduction of 80%, so none of that's in here. So what we obviously need to do is, well, our first step of trying to cure that will be to run over there and put in God modules. It may not completely fix the issue. If not, we can always come back and start applying. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, they hit you fast. It's Mark III trains. So yes, anything that's not flashing unpowered that doesn't have God modules needs to have God modules, and it's also wasting resources at the moment. But this should start to fix our power. And we should be able to do it fairly quickly. In fact, oh no, power's still garbage. We're in the top row. No, top row is fine. We're in the second row. Power's still in the red. We put down an awful lot of rocket silos though, so and what's their details? Drain 8.3 kilowatts each, and we added what is it after God modules? 800 kilowatts. Something like that. We added, well, we had the top row of 10 and down the sides, so we probably had 17, and the total's 80, so we added 63 of these things using 8 kilowatts, plus these machines, which I'm very confused actually. Is electricity? No, we're actually in the yellow now, so that's a lot better than we were before we started. This will be making a lot of difference to our usage of light fuel as well, which would have skyrocketed and probably done fairly nasty things to our supply. I'll do this methodically from one side to the other. What does it say? Our power usage is 230. So yeah, we've probably got no coal left. Oh, that's all done. No coal left in the main base, so our steam engines aren't running, so we've only got the solar farm. Obviously day's broken, so we are actually getting the benefit of the solar power, but as soon as night hits, I'm guessing that unless we've got this back to green, we'll be in a bad way. I've currently got the robots bringing me about 400 God modules, assuming that we don't actually completely run out with the power supply that we've got. And that's not a sure thing, because they do actually take quite a bit of effort to make. The unsped up version is 2.5 minutes per module. So even if everything was fine in regards to our power, And even with God modules, we are using them at a pretty fast clip. So I kind of expect to run out soon. Be quite impressed if we don't. And yes, it's starting to turn into night. So it'll be interesting to see what's going on now. We've got no stored energy, so it's just going to completely tank. But that's okay. We are getting new modules quite quickly. I mean, it may be worth, because I wasn't really calculating how much all of the outposts and so on, how much their energy use was going to be, so it might actually be worth just building some more solar regardless of whether this tells us that we're actually okay. There you go. Definitely not okay in the middle of the night when all the solar panels quit. And we're also out of God modules for the moment. We may as well put the speed modules in the beacons then. Until we get some action, or until we run out. I don't have that many on me, so it won't actually take that long to run out. Now remember, these are naked or raw speed modules, so they don't have a power penalty. I don't want to put 2 in there, confuse me later. There we go. Power's slowly coming back. Long way to go though. Let's see them give me some more modules. Look at that. It's incredibly slow. What are we up to? An episode fixing power. That's probably what we're going to be doing. Shall I check on these God modules? Try not to get run over. I saw in the developer's diary how I forget his handle, but the lead designer actually was testing using the new networks. He was testing a way to have a completely safe passage, so when you activate it, it stops the train coming through, which I thought was pretty cool. Or reduce some of the funny moments in the game, especially watching other people play and dying on unsafe railways. But I guess the game can live without that bit of humour, and it is kind of cool that there will now be a solution for it. This episode you're getting to see and enjoy what what I've had to do with. This is why you know, in a lot of other games I don't actually bother with a lot of things with modules except where it's vitally important, because in our current release 12 you can't blueprint them, so you end up having to do this manual process. I mean, it's fairly efficient when you can just apply them all to, you know, fill the module slots with the same module like this. It's fairly efficient to put them in, but and we're out again. But it looks like they've finished applying modules. So we've got about 3 more rows to do if they manage to get some modules to us. Yeah, it's not quite enough to start charging. But we still have quite a lot to do, so another night. Do I have 50 of those? I do. Let's see where we got up to with them. They're done. If you're wondering, I haven't actually done a test, but I've done some calculations in terms of the effect of, you know, having another beacon with speed modules, or even like multiple of them, and I think we would face some serious diminishing returns to the point that I really doubt that it would be worthwhile. So that's why I haven't really done any more testing of it. I mean, it would shave a little bit of time off, but it doesn't really seem enough to make it worthwhile. To me, anyway. Once again, we've only got 2 for the last one. Oh, we'll leave it there. Run back, see if it gives us modules. We're getting into the dark part of the night. Lights are coming on. No charged accumulators means that, you know, we're really biting. I guess it's a good opportunity to have a water. So yeah, we're definitely getting there. I'll have to find room for this inverted. I don't really like running over things, but we might have to. I think that's another supplier tin. It seems to be quite a good one, so it would be a bit of a shame to have to, but I guess we don't really have to. I mean, we could have the iron steel collection here and the copper collection here. We need another one of these, but as you can see, they're not that big, although it will need a steel smelting line, as that's principally what the iron coming down here is for. We could easily fit that down here. I can move this down and have, you know, we can go up with the radar for the first couple, so there's actually plenty of space. It's not really that bad at all. And of course I haven't plugged into the train network the iron, or enough iron outposts yet. I've only got 4, so we need at least another iron outpost. Probably this one at first. There's plenty of iron down here if I need, well, I do need some more for the bottom irons. There's an iron here, so that's what, 3. There's a decent one here, 4. I haven't even counted that, that's 5, but there's also some out here as well as the copper. I need another 5 copper as well, so that's probably 2, maybe 3. 4, 5 perhaps. I think that's all the resources we'd in fact need to put online before we can start testing and just hope that they don't exhaust too quickly. Anyway, we don't have any god modules yet. Well, that's bad. We're in a new day, getting the power back. Let's see if something in particular is going wrong. Even with super fast legs, it's quite a hike. I've gone totally the wrong spot. The god modules are made here, and we are not building any, and we're missing something. These guys aren't building stuff because they have no module processor boards. They have no module processor boards because they have no gold plate, really. Seriously, we're out of gold plate. Wow. I wonder if that's because I still only have God Module 2s in here, and these machines are effectively only getting a 120% productivity boost. I mean, we've been ripping through the modules, so I can sort of understand it, but what have we got here? We really got no gold. Doesn't seem likely, does it? What's this stuff? That's gold ore. We've got tons of gold. So it's not actually a function of the lack of gold ore. It's a function of a lack of some product needed in this part of the process. So that's not gold ore. That one's gold ore. Right, here we are, and obviously we are missing chlorine. And we're missing chlorine because what? We get chlorine from up there. We're missing chlorine because I used a passive provider instead of an active provider. That would be the main reason. And then of course this machine could be upgraded to, it's a furnace, isn't it? Not one of those. Where are my furnaces? Could be upgraded to one of those, and if I had some god modules I could apply them. Look at this gold, this beautiful gold coming off. That's why you have got to ensure that secondary products are always active providers. Right, tons of gold. When's it going to get down here and have you guys fire back up? How's the power? Kinda mediocre. I mean, it might just be enough, but then again it might not. So it might actually be worth, let's just build a bit more of our farm. I'm basically thinking we'll just double up. So how far does that guy stretch? Okay, so if I put another Mark IV Roboport sort of here, maybe with a buddy, we could then probably, it doesn't fit. Actually, yeah, no, we do need to do that. It's kind of in the way, isn't it? I'll just pick them up for the moment. If you go there, and your buddy goes there, then we get to clear trees, which of course is half the reason why we'd want to do this. But you've got to get to clear trees. And I know it's not going to pick this up until the Roboport charges, but there you go. It started. So we need some panels. We still have our design. One, two, three, four, one, two, whoops, that's not what I wanted it to do. I don't know how many of these I'd pre-built, but this is obviously going to give an immediate boost to our strained power. That's sorely necessary. And I guess we better put some accumulators down as well. And I might as well just make it a nice pattern. Oh, got a post there. You aren't required. I don't think we really could have gotten away without, you know, adding a bit more power in. I've still only got 80 of those guys. How are we going? It should be going insane. Yep, it is pretty much. But it'll probably take a little while. Maybe by the time I get back over to the Mercer, I might be ready to lay down another 400. House power 468. And we're building up storage. I'm not actually worried about ensuring that our steam engines run anymore. I'm quite happy to let that one go. Okay, so oh wow, you don't have modules at all here. Ah, we got up to here. Alright, so there was one that I kind of missed on the way through. Kind of thought there was. And we're out already. Well, it's probably going to be fairly boring watching me do this. I mean, obviously we're in a much better place with power now. We're heading into the night. Still building God modules, fortunately. I think, as you'll see, we probably have the means to survive the night now, though. Accumulators are slowly ticking in. So, power crisis pretty much averted for now. Maybe I'll just let you see that the accumulator's stored capacity is going to be enough to see us through. I'm pretty sure that it will be. We're only getting sort of 30 megawatts now from our generation. 240 coming from accumulators, which is only slightly more than we were providing previously. So a few more God modules giving us their effectivity, and we'd actually have been in the clear anyway. Still, we've got more to add, so it's not a bad thing that we're oversupplied in power. Hell, they're still not coming through. Well, as I said, they do take quite a lot of effort to build, so and these are coming back online. This is still getting burnt, but it's dropping fast, and this is going up fast. So, you know, crisis averted. Yeah. We're 40%, 30% of stored accumulator capacity. These guys have just about stopped. There you have it. Gone. So, back to normal. Well, I think I'll end the episode there. I will obviously finish off putting the God modules in the rest of this, because there's no reason not to. And next episode we can get into fixing up the oil control mechanism, which I mentioned last episode. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.